Please do keep your mobile phones on silent. We're about to begin shortly. Hey, welcome everyone. Good evening to all the creators here, all the imaginators, everyone who has an ingenious imagination. You're constantly creating adventure and beautiful unsettled memories. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the unveiling of the Maruti Suzuki SUV experiences. It is, of course, indeed my absolute pleasure to welcome each one of you here today for this very, very special evening. We're, of course, going to embark upon an adventure which will open doors for unforgettable experiences tailored just for you. And of course, I couldn't have imagined a better collection of people right here, because you guys do understand the value, the precious value of a moment which is created. And ladies and gentlemen, to immerse in that experience is what this is all about. So we are ready for the big reveal, because adventure isn't just around the corner. Adventure is here. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. Please take a look at the audiovisual.
Seeking the thrill of the unknown. The uncharted territories for the adventurer in you. Your questions might meet your match, but your heart still yearns for more. You and your machine come together to conquer the unexplored in this epic journey, where every question meets its adventure, and every adventurer finds his answer. Presenting Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road SUV Experiences.
Can we have another thunderous round of applause for this absolutely beautiful display? The Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road SUV experience. And ladies and gentlemen, now it is time for me to invite the MSIL senior management on stage. I request Mr. Shashank Srivastav, Senior Executive Director, Marketing and Sales, Maruti Suzuki, and Mr. Ram Suresh Akela, Executive Director, Marketing, Maruti Suzuki, to please join us for a photo opportunity. Gentlemen. Towards the left, please. Thank you. and gentlemen, on this note, once again, I'd like to invite back on stage somebody who's not only a leader, he is somebody who embodies the very spirit of adventure in every sense there is. Please welcome on stage Shashank San. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause. It's a very long walk up to the stage. Shashank San.
Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you. Today marks a very exciting occasion as we unveil something really extraordinary. And I'm thrilled to bring this exciting news and share this with all of you, especially with some of India's top adventure enthusiasts and creators in this room. But before we move forward, let's dial back a little to discuss about Maruti Suzuki's long-standing SUV legacy. As India's leading car manufacturers, we have always been proud of our authentic SUV legacy. And why do I say that? Right from the launch of the Jimny, serving as an authentic off-roader, it was built to provide an offbeat experience and inspire that off-grid living. It was built to go everywhere and to help everyone. It was a global icon and even received a global badge of honor in toughness and dependability. And then came the launch of the Gypsy, which became India's most loved off-roader and rally car. It especially found resonance amongst individuals in the army, proving itself very valuable in times of both peace and war. It also spoke to the likings of off-roaders and adventure enthusiasts, becoming a favored choice for those who sought excitement in thrilling adventures. But it wasn't just cars. Maruti Suzuki was instrumental in creating and presenting some of the most iconic motorsports events in India, thereby nurturing the motorsport talent in the country. And in many ways, Maruti Suzuki brought the rallying culture to India. Raid the Himalayas, which is unarguably one of the world's toughest mountain rallies, through some of the most challenging terrains that rallies and their machine has ever endured. And then there was the Desert Storm, where our vehicles conquered the unforgiving Thar Desert and showcased their endurance in some of the harshest conditions. And the Dakshin there, where we ventured into the heart of the impregnable forests of South India. And being part of these expeditions showcase the brand's commitment to adventure. And with each car that we build, we aim to create a sense of discovery for every customer. We want to meet the needs of the new age customer who specially prefer the SUVs. So what does this new age customer look for? Today's customer, they seek freedom and exploration in everything that they do. For them, buying a vehicle is not just about getting from point A to point B. It is about fulfilling their desires for new experiences. It is about conquering new terrains, opening mindsets, realizing their passion for travel and embarking on thrilling adventures. Core, as we call it, forms the core of our experiential platform which we are presenting today. We saw how the customers of today are curious. They seek different experiences in different places they travel to, like looking for weekend escapes, stargazing in Ladakh, a glamping, or a drive to capture that perfect long exposure shot of the Milky Way. And the list is endless. And so is the appetite of these customers for experiences. Inspired to fulfill this desire for new experiences that cater to the modern customer, we have introduced a new breed of SUVs, each promising an authentic experience to the modern SUV customer. We have Jimny. This is a purpose-driven 4x4 instrument that sets the standard for ultimate off-roading capabilities. The Grand Vitara with the strong hybrid and the all-grip variant that combines technology, power, performance for a versatile driving experience. Fronx with the booster engine that offers that rush and excitement of taking on the varied terrains in style. And finally, the Brezza, the hot and techy city bred SUV, perfect not just for urban adventures but also for venturing out into the great outdoors. Yes, we have a SUV for every experience. And this brings me to an extremely important segment of this evening. To meet the needs of every travel enthusiast, we are coming up with an SUV experience that truly embodies the true spirit of adventure. Presenting the Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road SUV experiences. An experience that enables you to dive into adventure, discover your passion for travel, and make new memories. Whether you are chasing sunsets on the coast, conquering rugged terrains, or navigating through landscapes, this is the adventure tailor-made for you. With the Rock and Road SUV experiences, we aim to create something which is unique, something for every kind of SUV enthusiast. We aim to provide them with a sense of adventure in every unique experience. And for the weekend explorers, we have what we say Rock and Road Weekenders, which is a special curation of weekend drives where you can connect with like-minded explorers and transform your weekends into unforgettable journeys on the open road. And for the extreme adventurers, we have designed the Rock and Road Expeditions, where you get to experience a unique spectrum of thrilling activities filled with unique and offbeat places and people. And finally, for the real off-road enthusiasts, we have a pan-India off-roading championship with our Jimny called the Rock and Road 4x4 Masters, where you get to challenge yourself, rise up the ladder, and if you have got the skill, maybe you stand to win the grand prize. And the qualifiers for that kicks off on the 27th of January in the city of Delhi, and we move to different cities across the country. The top two qualifiers from each city, they move to the national finale where they get to win some big mega prizes. And now for the most exciting part. Tomorrow we are flagging off this inaugural drive for the Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road Expedition with some exceptional creators and enthusiasts. A mountaineer, musician, there is a photographer, a police officer, and a variety of other creators who love to travel and explore, who love experiences. I welcome you all today, and I'm sure it's going to be an exceptional expedition with all of you. And I'm as excited as you are, and I look forward to seeing some amazing stuff from the White Spiti Drive. This is an exciting beginning, and I am certain that Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road will be loved by auto enthusiasts, travelers, and all adventure seekers. In fact, I'm sure that there is as more and more people become part of this Rock and Road tribe, their quest for authentic experiences will help create a community of adventure seekers and explorers. Thanks for joining us today, and let's embark on this exhilarating journey together. So let's watch an AV that brings the spirit of adventure come alive. The AV.
At the crossroads of joy and wonder, where soaring vistas fuel the vagabond soul. And new horizons mean never taking a wrong turn. From thundering cliff tops to paths carved by waterfalls. Across jagged history, under a shape-shifting sky. Where the heart races in and out of time. To the rumble of the roads, even turning weekends into new adventures. What calls us is that forever wild. And what drives us is the roar of our great migration. Where man and machine chase the boundless. At times on 4x4, at times on pure adrenaline, but always taking it to the extreme. It's time to turn metal and rubber into paths of wonder. It's time to turn memories into legends. It's time to rock and road. Presenting Maruti Suzuki Rock and Road SUV Experiences.
Sure looks extremely excited to be, ladies and gentlemen. Rock and roll. Thank you very much, Shashank-san, for initiating us into the rock and roll tribe, if we may say so. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly honestly can't decide whether or not I should be embarking upon my next adventure, which is the rock and roll expeditions, or spend my weekends exploring my passion with the weekenders, or perhaps amp it all up with a challenge with the 4x4 Masters. Now that is going to be actually a dream. Ladies and gentlemen, for our next session, once again, I'd love to invite on stage the man of the hour, Shashank-san. Shashank-san. Now, here are a few questions that I'm going to be asking Shashank-san here. Hopefully, they're going to be representing all the questions that you have in your heads. All right. Now, if I may introduce Shashank-san to you here, by the way, he is a very, very avid traveler. Yeah, he's traveled many, many big countries. I'm going to leave the numerics to him. He's going to introduce you to them. So, first up, all of this looks so exciting, and this tribe seems that it's going to grow and grow. How can I join in?
You? Okay, it's super easy actually. So, of course, first thing is you have to be extremely passionate about adventure. I assume you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can join it very easily. All you have to do is just visit our website and look for the experience and leave the rest to us. In fact, what I suggest to you, Sunanda, is that maybe you can stay updated on the events and the drives. Just follow our social media handles and leave the rest to us. It's that easy. It's super easy, as I said.
That's fantastic. I think it's very simplistic and perhaps works well for somebody who doesn't plan at all. That's fantastic. If you could perhaps tell us a little bit more about the 4x4 Masters, could share more light on that.
It's actually it's a national off-roading competition with our Jimny here. So it's basically designed for real off-roading enthusiasts. And what we plan to do is, and I mentioned it in my presentation, that starting 27th of January, just a few days from now, in New Delhi, we will actually go to 8 different cities, have a qualifier round, and the 2 top enthusiasts from each of the city get picked up for the national finale, and they will have a chance to win the grand prize.
Oh, that should be exciting. So you've traveled so many countries. You have so many stories to tell us, yeah? If you could perhaps humor us with one?
Actually, you know, this question is often asked to me. And it's not really about, there's no one thing which clearly stands out, because, you know, every experience, every journey is different. Every country is different. there, of course, I'm a big fan of traveling, and you just mentioned that. For me, it is not about the destination. Every journey is a learning experience. Every journey is something which you sort of learn from. Of course, I can give you some crazy examples. Like, for example, in Burkina Faso, which is in western part of Africa, I had a couple of hours to spend with crocodiles. And also, by the way, one full day with gorillas. This is on the Uganda-Rwanda border. But if you talk about cars, then I particularly remember a drive from Beirut to Damascus. There was still fighting going on in Syria. And we had to go a couple of miles, ahead of Damascus. At the last moment, our guide told us, please change the route, because the route which we had earlier planned has just been hit by missiles from one of the rebels.
Wow.
So that was something which is like really dangerous. I don't advise people to do that. But yes, there's some really, if you talk about enthusiasts, in the Himalayan rally, I think it was about 15 years back or so that I participated in a couple of them actually, and also the Dakshin, no, not the Dakshin, there, the desert, desert storm, and really it's a competitive phase, and it was also great experience. But I think everybody knows it here. It's about journey, not really the event or the destination.
Right. As a seasoned traveler, Shashank sir, I'd like to ask you that when you learn, perhaps travel is the best kind of education anyone can receive, yeah? It's edifying, really. What is that one thing, if you could perhaps give each one of them a note, as to what is that one thing that they could perhaps learn from all these travels, what would that be? Okay,
so first of all, let me say I'm really qualified for this answer. I've traveled to 163 countries.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's only one advice which I think, based on this experience. So initially when I went to different countries, I had a deep planning done, fixed itineraries, a lot of, so of course you need to plan well in advance, but don't stick to any itinerary.
Right.
So you let your sense of exploration, and I'm sure people here know that, most of them are really good travelers, but really to let go of that itinerary and not really be fixated by it, I think that can make your whole journey really exciting.
I'm so happy you said that. You've redeemed me in the eyes of many, many people as an unplanned traveler. At this time, I'd love to have any of you creators, if you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask Shashank San, the floor is now open.
The 163 countries was a great flex. That was amazing. So I'm curious, have any of those travels shaped any of the famous Maruti Suzuki campaigns we've seen?
Yeah, actually, yes. When we launched this Jimny, which was in April of this year only. I remember when we were discussing with our agency the campaign plan, I remembered some of the conversations I had when I was on a trip to Spain and also to South Africa. And some of our people there were telling us about stories about how Jimny had made a mark and it become very famous in their countries. So I asked the agency to dig deeper and try to find those inspirations. These are like true stories. They are really, if you see the ad which we brought out on the Jimny, it is about true stories. That inspiration came from these absolutely true stories about the Jimny. And in fact, since you say that, maybe I can ask, can we show that, Suresh, can you?
Oh,
maybe
lovely.
check.
We have an audiovisual there.
Yeah, so that's the Jimny campaign which we did. Maybe they can show it here. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one.
on jagged peaks and icy slopes. They tell the tales of the Jimny, known to men and mountain goats. Of the one who fell and the two who rose. To conquer the 5 peaks of Africa. Of the 300 who rode through mud, 900,000 years old. Who drove through 3 feet of snow so a newborn baby could come home. They wouldn't turn back, would not stop, wouldn't give up. So the story goes. What stories will they tell about you? The new 5-door Jimny, inspired by true stories.
Yeah.
That's absolutely awesome.
Yeah. So this South African couple, they lost their son. So their response was that they will rise up and they will conquer 5 top peaks in Africa. So that's their story. The other one which you saw on the ambulance about this one baby which was born during this snowstorm in Spain, and no vehicle could actually travel, even the ambulances. But the Jimny, they could transfer the child and the mother back to their home through the snowstorm, in the Jimny. And in fact, that baby is known, it's famous in Spain as Suzuki baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So that's a really inspiring,
story. Wonderful, wonderful. Does that answer your question, Miss Iyer?
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. There we have another question.
Shashank-san, hi, Arun from Zig Wheels. First of all, great to see a manufacturer like Maruti Suzuki put its weight behind an experience like this, right? So I just want you to take us through what you thought and what was the vision behind a concept like rock and roll.
So it's like this platform is about inspiring people to unleash their passion for adventure and exploring. Maybe they may have some unique talents which they can actually explore and uncover when they are part of this platform. And obviously we would like to build these communities much bigger, and we call it the rock and roll tribe. So our intention is to make the tribe bigger and multiply it so that our consumers can build those communities and we can have large fan clubs with the same common shared passion. That's the vision which we have for this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sanjay, for answering all these questions. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a huge round of applause for the lucid answers by Shashank-san?
Thank you
very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. At this time, I'd love to call upon stage all our creators and some of our journalist friends here. Can I please have on stage Ankit Sharma, Ankit Bhatia, Sharanya Iyer, Mayur Jumani, Eksha Kurung, Isa Khan, Prakriti Varashne, Arun Shanoy from Zig Wheels, Philip Binoy from Autocar India, Gagan Chaudhary from Guardify, Arvind Sasidharan from Flywheel, and Zahur Hassan from Shutter Drives. Can we have all of you on stage for a wonderful photo with... That's the tribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's the starting of the tribe. And can we please have Shashank-san on stage, please? Thank you. And after that, please. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the first ever rock and roll tribe right here in front of you. May the tribe expand and grow to many, many journeys and experiences boat ride.